Hi guys, I'm Brando and I'm an amateur mycologist and a cook, and I've been studying mushrooms for the last 20 years here in the Santa Monica Mountains. My father was into mushrooms before me. He came from England, and so he traveled all over Europe, all over the world, but he loved what the Santa Monica Mountains offered in terms of that it was really unique and biodiverse as far as places around Los Angeles County goes. People don't really think of LA as a place where mushrooms grow, but mushrooms are everywhere, including some very unlikely places like deserts. So in my youth growing up in Topanga, mushrooms and nature and animals, plants, everything, it was basically just my life. It was my playground. And I got to soak that up through osmosis. Growing up in that environment, and I came to know a lot of really interesting characters and their rich stories surrounding mushrooms. That's one of the things that is so wonderful, and lots of imagination and creativity and humor that goes into gathering mushrooms. Starting back with the old country, where it's their pastime. Places like Russia and Italy and France. So today it was really about coming out here with Troop and their wonderful group. Everybody, it was a pleasure to work with, great attitudes, very excited, a lot of humor. I love groups like that. And everybody was just ready to jump in and learn and see things and find things. It was sort of like a treasure hunt for adults. We're out there sort of looking to see how our eyes can adjust and pick out the little puzzle pieces in the landscape. Because that's really what mushroom hunting is. It's about learning how to read the landscape. So I think we had something like 7 species or so on our little pamphlet, our little guidebook. And I think we crossed every one of those species off the list except for the California golden chanterelle, which is, she's shy. She's shy, and she's a little particular about where she likes to grow and who she reveals herself to. So there is a certain amount of magic and enchantment that comes with finding that mushroom and learning how to find it. I think really just the greater experience is all of us getting together and learning about fungi and learning about how they perform in this landscape and in ecology. You got mushrooms that are symbiotic, that are pulling moisture and nutrients to the roots of trees, and the trees are feeding the mushrooms, feeding the mycelium underground, which is the large organism of the mushroom. Mushroom's just the fruit or the flower. And then we've got the parasites. Like all the medicinal mushrooms we can think of start off as parasites. And then they go on to become saprophytic, which is a decomposer. So that's yet another way that they perform in our habitat, in the ecology that they grow. So they have all these very dialed in ways that they perform here in the ecology. The fact that we can harvest them and eat them and use them for medicine or entheogens is really just a happenstance. It's a bonus. But it has affected our lives and our consciousness. And I hope that it continues to do that we can continue to sort of look at them as a model blueprint for how we can evolve as a species.